The Giants Live World Deadlift Championship and US Strongman Open just happened, and something unexpected to me happened. This video is not clickbait in any way, and this video is my formal request to be involved in any event that Thor goes to pull the deadlift world record. I would like to be there. I would like to be involved, and I think I proved that I'm a worthy candidate of that attempt. And let me explain why. So this weekend, we were in Vegas, and there was the Deadlift World Championship. The jumps were 400, 425, 455, or 454 1,000 pounds, 470, and then 505. Of course, all those in kilos except for 1,000 pounds. Now, going into this, we had a max raw deadlift at Strongest Man on Earth. We have a heavy raw deadlift coming up later in the year. So I've only been preparing for raw deadlifts. I've been very open that I go to Giants Live and I don't specifically prepare for the shows. Whilst I'm in very good shape, I don't practice the events themselves. And I seem to have found a reasonable recipe for success for me, not only to be able to do well in the shows, but also to be able to pull up well afterwards. So this created a real difficulty in preparing for a proper suited max deadlift. And I changed my deadlift stance looking forward to a competition in November, not thinking so much about how that stance might impact my short-term results. Of course, getting used to a new stance is going to take some time. It had been feeling really good. And the week before the show, I wanted to pull one time a good heavy deadlift just to feel something in the suit in the new stance. The first time I tried this, my back was just not feeling right. I put on a suit at 320 kilos and I couldn't do it. I couldn't even get into position. My back was pinchy and it just didn't feel right. The next day, I decided to go back and try again against probably better judgment, and I hit a 420 kilo deadlift. With how the jumps were, I thought 470 would be a bit of a 50-50, a max effort. And frankly, leading up to this, I didn't really give myself anywhere near the proper preparation. I was in Los Angeles. I was doing appearances at Wadapalooza. Then I went and shot content with Olympic gold medalist Michael Andrews. We were in the pool. We were in the sun. This is only a few days out from the show. Then in Vegas, I got there, went to a show, went to a Cirque du Soleil, walked 15 to 20,000 steps for the 2 days leading up to the World Tour Finals. My feet were blistered. My shoulder was sore from something else that's a little bit irrelevant. But my feet were sore and blistered before I even got to the show. Food was a little bit hit or miss. Wasn't perfect. Was good enough, as good as it can be when you're off traveling. Now, all of those things considered, one deadlift session in a suit, walking around Vegas for the 2 days before, nutrition not really perfectly on point, training the week leading up, or life the week leading up, was a little bit chaotic, a little bit hectic. And I believe I had the closest 505 attempt that anyone's ever had. I got it to my kneecap. I know Makarov 2 years ago had it in a somewhat similar position, but I did that without a prep. I did that without focusing on it. I did that without speaking too candidly. After Strongest Man on Earth and before Rogue Invitational, training variables, supplements, all come way down for me because, I want to be a little bit healthier, lose a little bit of weight. And I still managed to get close. Now, I did that because I figured out something with my suits, how I put my suit on, what I can do with it. And I think I actually need a slightly tighter suit. And that's probably all I need to be able to pull 505. Add on some prep, some focus, better nutrition, better situation surrounding the pull, and I'm quite confident that I could do it. Now, do I think Thor could do more? Yes, probably. But I fully believe that I could do somewhere between 505 and 510 if I had the right circumstances, all totally in my control. This video is brought to you by Lift Heavy Be Kind apparel. From sweatshirts to muscle shirts to shorts to gym bags, we have virtually everything that you need for your gym experience while welcoming people into the gym. We were established in 2022, and since then, we've given away nearly $25,000 to different causes in the fitness community. If you want to support the channel and support a good cause, go ahead, check out the YouTube shop or the link in the description. Let's get back to the video. Now, I think this should be done sometime in the next 12 months. If it's not done in the next 12 months, I plan to break the deadlift world record at the Giants Live World Deadlift Championships next year. Now, I know Thor has said that he doesn't want to be a part of that. If he changes his mind, great. If there's an alternative event, consider me in. In terms of strongman and the deadlift record specifically, I think it's the most popular lift in the world, of course, and it's the one that the most number of people try. This is why I believe in strongman. The only records that really matter are the axle, the deadlift, and the log, because even log is 50-50, but anyone can try an axle, and an axle is an axle. If you have one, you can try. If you have a barbell, you can try to deadlift for maximum weight. Not every log is the same. Not every stone is the same. And so I revere those records, but I don't think they hold the same sort of weight and impact as something like the deadlift. So this would mean, to me, this would unequivocally put me up into the upper echelon of all-time strength athletes. And for me, at this point, that's sort of where I want my career to head. That's something that's really important to me. And it's becoming more and more important as I realize it's more and more possible. In 2022, when I came to my first World's Strongest Man and I won my group, I distinctly remember a conversation with Nick Best, who's been around the game for a long time. And he told me, you will win World's Strongest Man, whether it's this year or some other year, you will win World's Strongest Man and your life will never be the same. And in the moment, I thought that it was sort of a veteran of the sport pandering to me and making me feel good about my start. And I never realized how right Nick was, and many other people who were touting the same thing. I never, for a relatively confident guy, and some people say too confident sometimes, I did not have the confidence in myself that other people had in me. And potentially that's why my confidence has grown so much, because I don't know the bounds of what I'm capable of. And the more excuses I have to test that, the more times that I'm willing to. I think I've proven I will not avoid any show. I will not avoid any competitor. I will not avoid any lift. And whenever I turn up, I'm going to do everything I can to turn up in shape and ready to win a competition, whatever that competition may be. Now, prospects, thinking about where this could be done. And if someone's watching this and would like to put it on, please reach out. I know Thor's number. I love Thor, and I'm ready to do it. I think this is something that could be, it could be done in the Middle East with some of the promoters over there. I think it very well could be done with a live stream in America. I think it could be done somewhere in Iceland. I don't mind. Anywhere in the world, any time that doesn't conflict with another show, let's do it. Thor's already said he's looking for the right excuse. I'm saying now I'm looking for the right excuse. Let's get this done. Whoever's out there watching, please share this video and please get this on the radar of promoters. Let's make this the biggest single lift event in history. And let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can't have two people in one day breaking the deadlift world record. I would love to know your guys' thoughts. First of all, what kind of parameters are we looking for this to be considered legitimate and legal and no controversy? I think whether it's the first event in a whole show or whether it's an event off by itself, I don't think it matters because, of course, you're not going to be fatigued from doing 0 events. But, you know, if you don't think that Thor's 501 was legitimate, you don't want to count that, that's fine. But what are the parameters? Put those parameters out and let's fit them and let's make sure that we can have this single number. We can have this one record. I am, honestly, a part of me, full transparency, a part of me sees this as an incredible opportunity to make my mark on strength sports over the long run. And another part of me is just so sick of 505, 505, 505, 505. Let's just get it done. Let's get it over with. Let's knock it out and let's start talking about something else. Even if the other thing is 510, I'm just sick of hearing 505. Someone's got to do it. And I know that Thor can do it. And I genuinely know that I can do it as well. I need to get a little bit stronger. I need to prepare. But I think that's about it. I think 6 months, and I have 100% confidence that I could do it. And frankly, 3 months, and I think I could probably do it. So let's get something on the calendar. Share this out to promoters. Share this to your followers. Share this to your friends. And This is not a call out to Thor, but this is a please include me. Let's do this. Let's make it happen. Deadlift world record will be coming in the next 12 months. If no one else does it, I promise that I will do it. I've never been so confident in my life. Every other person who's had 505 in their hands talks about how it's just this incredible, immense weight that it just is so difficult and so heavy. It feels different. It does not feel different to me. It feels like every other max deadlift weight, every other weight that I've failed in the past that I have gone on to hit feels the exact same. It did not feel like it was outside of my bounds. It did not feel like I was incapable of doing that one day. Everything felt proper. Everything felt like it should. Everything felt a way that makes me 100% confident that I can hit that weight. I even think maybe if I didn't walk around Vegas 20,000 steps the day before, maybe if my feet weren't blistered, maybe if I had an extra meal the day before, maybe if I skipped 470 and went straight to 505, I think there's many what ifs that could have led to a pretty historic moment. And that's really exciting to me. It's not discouraging in the least. So let's do it. Let's get it done. Share this. The right person needs to see it, and we're going to make it happen. As per usual, lift heavy and be kind. Lift heavier and be kinder. Link to the merch is in the description and in the pinned comment. If you'd like to support the channel, that is the best way. If you want to get your deadlift up to maximum levels, I have shared my program that I used to lift 475 kilos a few years back. That program is linked in the description and in the pinned comments as well. As per usual, lift heavy, be kind. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we will catch you tomorrow.